Hey friends, Scott Smith with the Smith team at Keller Williams. Wanted to share with you some insight around a question that we've had recently about how can our kids afford to buy a home these days. People talk about back when we bought a home, the prices were so much lower and interest rates were so much lower. But how can those buyers today, those first-time buyers today, even afford to buy their first home? The other thing that's changed quite a bit is the amount of rent. So rent is actually gone quite crazy over the last few years. My big question is, how can you not afford to buy a home? So I've got an example I want to share with you about a recent client, actually two recent clients that we helped in a very similar situation, very similar price range, where I'm going to do the math for you and show you how the numbers can make it work for a first-time buyer. These are some hypothetical numbers based on some assumptions and some where the rates are today and some prices. But for the most part, they're pretty concrete numbers that you can use. And please share this video with some other people. All right, here's an example. If you are paying $2,500 a month in rent, $2,500 a month over 5 years, that's 60 months. You're not going to have any utility costs, shouldn't have any repair costs, and you're also not going to be able to do any improvements. So over that 5 years, you're going to end up paying, assuming that your rent stays the same, 60 months times 2,500, that's $150,000 that you're putting away towards rent where you're not getting any benefit from it. That is zero equity. And if we flip the page and we look at today's rates, buying about a $340,000 home, about the same monthly payment. So if we looked at $2,500 a month on a $340,000 home, keeping your principal and interest, your PITI, about the same. We're going to assume about $300 a month for taxes and another $200 a month for insurance. Gives you about a $2,000 a month just for your principal and interest payment, approximately 6.25% over 30 years. And what you need to keep in mind is that rates change all the time, so consult with a current mortgage professional about that. If we looked at modest appreciation of 5%, which is about what we've averaged over the last 5 years, that $340,000 home over those 5 years becomes $436,000. Paying down your mortgage, the original mortgage at $325 in 5 years will end up going down to about $302. So reducing that, not a huge number, but when you subtract that $302, you get $134,000 in equity, which is a pretty big number. And that's where, when we talk about your first home is your down payment on your dream home. Over those 5 years, you can either decide if you want to pay rent for 5 years and not have anything to show for it, or for the same monthly payment on about a $340,000 home, which is actually a pretty nice place. We've sold a number of homes in that price range, even this year for first-time buyers. You can get a pretty nice house for that. And in 5 years, you can make some improvements, pay down your mortgage, you get modest appreciation. In 5 years, you're going to have a really nice chunk of change to put down on your next home. There's the math. All right, there you go. There's some good real estate math for you. Hopefully my hand wasn't in the way too much, but I wanted to just share some back of the napkin, so to speak, or front of the notepad numbers for you that you can share and take a closer look at with a first-time buyer, whether they're looking to buy their first home or your next home. Some of those same numbers will apply. So we'd love to have a consultation with you and see how we might be able to help you navigate the real estate market. So if you're a first-time buyer and you're looking at paying rent for the next 5 years, you want to make sure you take a close look at these numbers And if you are looking to buy your first home, take a look at these numbers. Hopefully it shares some good insight with you. If you found this video valuable and want to follow us more, give us a like, send us a comment. We can also connect you with a great lender that will help navigate the mortgage process when it comes to buying your home. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care.